Hey, what's up, YouTube? Back again with another video. Today I thought what we would do is show you the MT-32 sound module, Roland MIDI module for the X68000. I've basically had this for a couple of months now, actually. I ended up scooping one pretty cheap on eBay. It cost me 40 bucks. I know that you can get some pretty cool MIDI sound output on the X68000. So yeah, I ended up getting one of these babies, and this is kind of like the entry level. If you want to get into MIDI on the X68000, this is probably like the entry level MIDI module, but it's got some pretty good sounds that come out of it. There's obviously some more advanced Roland sound modules that other people out there actually prefer over this one. But considering this is my first kind of foray into the whole MIDI stuff, I thought I'd kind of keep it simple and just go from there. So basically what we've got here is this is the MT-32, and in the back here, I don't want to move this too much because I've basically hacked up some cables here. But long story short, you've got two MIDI inputs here. You've got you've got three. You've got a MIDI in, a MIDI out, and a MIDI through, which is kind of normal for this kind of stuff. And these are your two speaker outputs that go to your speakers. And it's basically a phono left and a phono right jack. And as you can see, I've just hacked them up. And this speaker Y is going into my speakers here, and it's just a 1/4 inch stereo jack here. So it's pretty hard to actually find one of these days, and I didn't really want to go on eBay and deal with a whole bunch of Chinese sellers and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd just make up my own. So what I did was basically I just took an old pair of headphones that I had and just spliced the wires and soldered them into these 1/4 inch jacks. And as you can see, this wire is very flimsy, so I don't really want to move this too much because it'll probably come apart pretty easily. But anyway, that's the setup there. And in the back of the here of the X68000, here's the MIDI cable that comes out of the sound module. Actually, I'm sorry, the MIDI actually comes out of the computer, and it runs into the sound module of the Roland. So this is the MIDI board here on the X68000, and this is one of those kind of generic sharp MIDI boards. It's got the MIDI in, MIDI out, MIDI through. Nothing too exciting there. So that's the MIDI stuff, and I just thought I'd give you a bit of a demo of how it sounds. There's a lot of videos on this on YouTube, but this is something that I'm kind of messing around with at the moment. So what I thought I would do is just turn on the X68000. I've got Dracula in there at the moment, Castlevania, and let's do a bit of not even gameplay. It's just walk you through some of the sounds that this thing makes. It's pretty awesome. It's loading up the game now. I do apologize, I've got the flash on here, so it's kind of crazy. If you have a MIDI board installed, as you can see here, when you load the game normally, if you don't have a MIDI board installed, it just defaults to option 1, which is basically what they're saying here is I'm going to load sound off the internal FM sound chip in the X68000. Number 2 is if you have any of these type of MIDI sound modules, use that option. And then option 3 is if you have any of these MIDI sound modules, use this option. So we have the MT-32, so let's switch over to number 2. And as you can see now, we're getting a MIDI message coming through because the LED is blinking. There we go. holding the camera here with one hand, unfortunately. But what I was going to do is jump into the sound module and just go through some of the tones. As you can hear, it's a lot more kind of sounds like an orchestra, and just the range of sounds are a lot better than the FM sounds, in my opinion. Especially for those people that know this game and know what the FM sound sounds like. Jump into the sound module here, and let's play the Belmont's theme. My last video had the Belmont's theme, so if you remember what that sounded like, take a listen to what it sounds like now with the MT-32 Roland sound module.